I'm going to start recording and we're going to go ahead and get started. And what I'm going to do is I am going to mute everybody. It's like we still have people coming in. But I'm going to go ahead and put everybody on mute. And you all have the capability of unmuting yourself for whatever reason that might be necessary. But we're going to go ahead and just get through this little presentation that I have. So for those of you who just came on, at the end of class, I am going to give out a couple items, and it's going to be a little different than last week. The items are going to be the same. I'm going to switch them up after this week. The items are going to be the same as last week. However, the way that what you're going to be choosing is going to be different. You're not going to be choosing a number. You're going to be choosing 2 essential oils. All right, and that is what we're going to. I've got 2 essential oils written down on my little handy dandy sticker, and for those of you who can guess the 2 oils that I am thinking about, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get a couple days supply of the Lifelong Vitality, which is an awesome supplement that doTERRA makes. And also it's just a little guidebook, all right, quite a few pages of just some different tips, some different oils. It's a real handy little book to have. It's a quick reference guide. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the topic of tonight's class is living life healthy and full of vitality. So I really like this topic because it gives a kind of a broad range to kind of go into different things that I would like to go into. Because let's face it, we all know that you were invited to an essential oil class. However, it's not all about essential oils, right? So we can actually be be using essential oils, but live a very unhealthy life. Right? We could eat all kinds of junk food. We can just live very sedentary, and many of us do in many ways, especially as we get older. But I want to make the point that it's not just all about essential oils, and it's not just all about supplements and essential oils. It's about living life in a healthy way. And one of the things that I found is with the use of essential oils, I was able to promote more health with myself because I had more of a desire to be healthy. And, just, watching the weight, watching the diet, getting some exercise, stress-free living, and being preventative in my care. So this is living life healthy and full of vitality with essential oils and supplements. And for some reason, the first slide is always the one that my computer just wants to take its sweet time. All right. So what is health and what is vitality? Well, health and vitality is the absence of disease, and it's the state of being strong, active, and full of energy, right? That's one thing. I'm looking out my window right now, and there's some kids playing out in the cul-de-sac, and they're not worried about anything. They're living life with a lot of activity. They're out there, they're just running, they're riding bikes, and they've got a lot of energy. That's what we all want to go back to, is to be able to have that kind of energy and to have vitality that we had at one time when we were younger. Now, this is obviously not the way that we're going to be healthy and filled with energy and vitality. As a matter of fact, this is oftentimes the reason why people have so many health problems, is because they have lived a life of bad eating habits. So, you know what Mom always used to say, you are what you eat. I remember she used to always tell me that. So what are we? Are we hamburgers and French fries and brownies? What are we? What are we filled with? What are we eating on a daily basis? It's something to take consideration. A lot of us at different times, we have food diets are really good accountability type things. So that allows us to be accountable for what it is that we are eating. What are we really putting into our bodies? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go again. These are obstacles that impede wellness, right? It could be the man on the couch there living sedentary. It could be the man there who's got the choice of the cake or the apple. And most of us have given the choice, we're going to make the wrong choice. Or here's the man that's so stressed out because of all the daily activities in life. Or it could be the pollutions of the world. You know, there's so many pollutants, there's so many toxins, there's just so much pollution going on out in the world and out in society. Or it could very well be just the fact that we have a difficult time sleeping, right? For whatever reason. Maybe we're stressed, maybe we've got a lot of problems, a lot of issues, it could be health. Whatever the reasons, I talk to so many people that are not getting adequate amount of sleep. These are all things that we can do to allow ourselves to be healthy and well. Healthy eating, very, very important. Exercise, very important. And we don't have to be the ones out there always jogging and things like that, but we do need to get a regular amount of exercise every day. You know, if not a couple times a week, we need to be out there walking or playing with the grandkids. And I know I've got my grandkids right now, which is one of the reasons why I don't really feel all put together with things. You know, playing with the grandkids. You know, I took them for a walk down the street today, and you know, we're just, you know, doing things. All of those things. That's all exercise. All right, here's something very important, is to be able to do away with the stress and to allow ourselves to relax. That's something that is very difficult in the society that we live in today. How about this? Sleeping like a baby. I've got a little newborn granddaughter, and she's the sweetest thing in the world. And boy, I tell you what, sometimes when she sleeps very well. And sometimes we have a hard time. We have difficulty sleeping. It could be the stress and the problems of the day. Whatever it is. I know I find myself waking up early, it's like, okay, I got to get up early because I had too much to do. And that's fine. But if we're finding it hard to fall asleep, that's where we might be having some problems. And we want to talk about some of those things tonight. I want to talk about supplementation. Supplementation is very important. Why? Because we're not getting the proper nutrients from the foods that we're eating. It's just not happening. So supplementation is very, very important to promote overall wellness. Makes up for the deficiencies that are within the foods today that we're eating. Our foods just are not providing us with what it is that we need. Personal health issues, maintaining good health during the aging process. That's something that I'm dealing with right now. And I'm taking some supplements that are actually very, very helpful to maintain that good health during what do we call it? I guess I can't say I'm in my golden years yet, but you know, I'm in my 50s, my early 50s. So, you know, I really have to consider preventative management care right now. And then of course, combined with exercise. So supplementation all in itself is not necessarily what's important. What's important is supplementation along with healthy eating, along with exercise and preventative care. This is what we call a well-rounded lifestyle. All right. I know there are some people that are just joining us tonight, and I want to welcome everybody. Just to make sure that everybody knows that there is going to be a drawing at the end of this class. You can start thinking about some oils right now. I've got written down 2 oils on my paper here. And so everybody's going to have a chance to to go ahead and win, just think of 2 oils, 2 essential oils. All right, we were talking about supplementation, but we also want to go ahead and talk further. And like I say, for some reason, my computer is not wanting to advance the screen. So here we go. Okay, so this is the supplementation that I wanted to talk about. It's called the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Program. We talked about this a little bit last week, and I'm only going to briefly go into it this week because that's not the main thrust of today's class. The main thrust is going to be some very essential oils. And then I also wanted to go a little bit into pet care later on in this presentation. But the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Program is designed to support that health and that energy, that longevity, while it also supports wellness throughout the aging process. And here are some of the supports: antioxidant, immune, energy, nutrient support, and the ingredients are unbelievably awesome. And we talked about that last week, and we'll go into that maybe again next week of what the actual ingredients. But suffice it to be said that with the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality, you look, you feel, you live younger, longer, and I could definitely say that it has helped me. Just the fact that I no longer get migraines is, if that's all it did for me, then that is enough. But that's not all that it's done. So the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Program, it makes taking the first step on the path toward a lifetime of vitality and wellness convenient as well as affordable. Now there's 3 core products, okay? There's Alpha CRS, there's the XEO Omega, and there's the Microplex VMZ, and they're formulated to provide you with targeted levels of essential nutrients and powerful metabolic factors for optimal health, for optimal energy, and for optimal longevity. And that's very, very important, is longevity. Now, one of the things I do want to make mention is that doTERRA offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. If for any reason these supplements are not providing what you want them to provide, they will give you and they will refund you back 100% of your purchase price. Now that is a very nice guarantee. I have never, in all the years that I've been teaching and taking and working with doTERRA, I have never once seen anybody try to get the refund, because they obviously love them. All right, so there is this is a clinical trial that I just kind of wanted to just kind of add this on here. I know it's a lot of wording, but I wanted everybody to understand that doTERRA, that they actually did a clinical trial with the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And in this clinical trial, there were 16 subjects that were recruited to take the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements as directed for 2 months. While they were doing this, they were going to continue with their normal diet and their normal exercise habits. That was not going to be the thing that changed. The only thing that changed here was the fact that they are now taking these lifelong vitality supplements. Now, after those 2 months, a blood sample was taken from each subject and a survey was administered both before and after the 2-month supplementation. The following markers showed statistically significant improvements after the supplementation: the blood lipid markers, the fasting insulin markers, the cardiovascular biomarkers, and then many other markers also. And one of the things that it found was that the lifelong vitality had positive effects on the biochemical indicators of cardiovascular health, the antioxidant status, the inflammation levels, that's very important, and blood glucose regulation. That's just from 2 months. There's already significant scientific changes that can be studied, I should say, scientifically, that can actually be found within our bodies after just 2 months of taking these. Furthermore, All of the outcomes in the survey were improved after the supplementations. The subjects reported more mental clarity. They reported more energy. They reported more motivation, control, balance, happiness, and several subjects measures of health improvement after taking doTERRA Lifelong Vitality after just 2 months. So these results provide scientific substantiation for what regular users, that would be me, we already know this. But this is a scientific clinical study that was now done. And so just showing that including these supplements into your daily diet, they may support the health in the following categories: cardiovascular, metabolic, inflammation, antioxidant, energy level, immunity, and mood. How about that for a supplement? I want to just touch on essential oils. So like I say, I wasn't really going to, go heavily into the lifelong vitality, although we can do that even more. But I want to talk a little bit about what is all the buzz about essential oils? What are they? There's so much being said about essential oils anymore on a day-to-day basis. You see them in gas stations. You see them at grocery stores. You see them at health food stores. You see them on Amazon. You see them everywhere. What is all the buzz about them? Well, essential oils, they are the essence of a plant. They are a gift from the earth, distilled and prepared for you to bring the power of nature into your home. Inside many plants, hidden in the roots, seeds, flowers, bark, are concentrated, highly potent chemical compounds. And these natural compounds are essential oils. Now, how about that? Natural compounds. Essential oils give a plant its scent. They protect it from hazardous environmental conditions, and they even assist it with pollination, among other important functions and benefits. So essential oils, what I do want to make mention is that they're not a new trend. They've been around for quite some time. While you might think that they're a new hip trend, plant extracts and plant-based products are deeply rooted in the traditions of the past. Essential oils have been used by ancient civilizations across the globe, and they're used for aromatherapy, personal care, healthcare practices, even religious ceremonies. There are plenty of scriptures in the Bible that talk about frankincense and myrrh and spikenard and cassia and many others. They're also used for beauty treatments, and they're used in food preparation. I was just telling my granddaughter today, she has a sore throat, and she asked what she could use, and so I told her put peppermint and lemon in some hot water and drink that. Very, very good. Peppermint is very good to pain away. And then also I told her put eucalyptus and melaleuca and some lemon on her neck and her chest to help her out. So it's food preparation, and it's also for healthcare remedies. I want to talk just a little bit about a few key oils, and lemon is probably the oil that I ingest the most. I, as a matter of fact, have it in my water. It's always in my water, and it makes my water taste wonderful. Not only does it cleanse and purify the air, it also cleanses and purifies surfaces, and it also cleanses and purifies our bodies. It aids us in digestion. I always say it's like a Roto-Rooter for your insides. It supports healthy respiratory function, which is why I told my granddaughter to rub it on her neck and her chest, because she's got some kind of a respiratory issue going on. And here's a beautiful thing: diffusing it to bring positivity, to bring a good mood. And it's hard to be sad when you've got lemon diffusing. Lavender. Now, lavender is one of the oils that have actually grown on me in the past. Lavender, we were out the other day at the park. We were having a little picnic lunch after our worship. And we were sitting at the park, and you know, I knew I was just getting bit up under the picnic table. So when I got home, I immediately put some lavender and some fractionated coconut oil all over my feet and my ankles, because I had gotten bit up from the whatever bugs were under there, ants or whatever. And I have had not one itch, not one problem. Excuse me, lavender is a very, very useful oil. It helps to ease feelings of tension. It soothes the skin irritations, like I was saying, with the bug bites. You can put it on your pillows, in your bedding, on the bottoms of your feet. You could diffuse it. There's so much that you can do with lavender. Peppermint. Again, like I was saying, I told my daughter, my granddaughter, I should say, to use this in a cup of warm water to drink for a sore throat. Peppermint, 1 drop of peppermint is dozens of cups of tea. It is so powerful that it's the same as dozens of tea bags, you know, and you could just one drop. It's very, very powerful. Peppermint is great for digestive issues, for bloating, for gas, for indigestion. You can. A lot of people use it for migraines. They rub a little bit on their temples or on the back of their neck. You can literally open up the bottle and sniff it, and it helps to wake you up. If you're taking a long road trip, have a bottle of peppermint there to keep you awake. Alrighty, I wanted to talk just a little bit about some different oils. I thought that it might be a good idea to kind of mix things up a little bit. How many people on this call have ever heard of the oil called clary sage? Now, clary sage is an oil that all women should have. My daughters actually have a roll-on. It's called Clary Calm. And they apply it to their lower abdomen during that time of the month. It is very, very good for cramps. And if you would rather do something natural, as opposed to taking all those over-the-counter medications, and this works. My daughters have told me it works. They do have to keep on applying it, but it works. You can add a couple drops to a shampoo or conditioner to promote healthy looking hair and scalp. I also put a drop of peppermint and rosemary in my shampoo, and it gives that tingling sensation, and it's just, rosemary is very, very good for hair as well. But clary sage, you combine it with Roman chamomile, add to bath water for a stress relieving bath. Now who takes baths anymore? But this would be a reason to take a bath. Alrighty, here's probably one of my favorite oils in the whole world, and it's frankincense. Now this oil, I take this oil internally every single day. This oil here is probably best taken internally, but I put it on my face every morning and every night. It's very, very good for wrinkles, very, very good for any kind of skin issues whatsoever. You can massage it into your hands and feet it gives a good soothing and warming properties. And this, just like what I was saying, add to a moisturizer or a lotion to reduce the appearance of blemishes and to rejuvenate the skin. But I'm going to tell you, this oil has got some properties about it that it's anti-cancerous. This oil is good for anything nervous system, anything cardiovascular. It improves the immune system. This oil is an absolute powerhouse. Not to mention that when you diffuse it, it gives a very, very relaxing feeling in the room. Ginger. Who likes ginger? If my daughter Chanel is on here, which I think she is, Chanel's going to be asking me why on earth I would promote ginger. I don't like the way ginger tastes. Something about the taste of ginger, it kind of like burns. She made me a smoothie and she put some ginger in there, and she had to make it again. I couldn't take it. But anyway, it is very good for digestion. It's very good to diffuse to help with the equilibrium, or if you're feeling nauseous. You diffuse it in the afternoon, it gives you good energy. It's a wonderful essential oil. So even though I don't like the taste of it, I can still get it into my body, and I do. I make sure that I get ginger in my body every single day. And that's through the Lifelong Vitality, by the way. Okay, here we go. My computer is not going to advance. All right, here we go. I wanted to talk, and this is my first time talking about essential oils and your pets. I thought that this was actually a very interesting subject. Matter of fact, as I was putting together this part of the presentation, I had my grandson Chase and my grandson Carter sitting right next to me, and they were looking at all the neat pictures of the animals. So if there's anything that's not right on the following slides, I'm going to blame it on them. If anything is out of place or whatever, because they were helping me with this part of the slideshow. Actually, they weren't helping me, but they were just next to me. All right, so with the essential oils and pets, first of all, I do want to give a warning, all right? You do have to be careful and keep your pets in mind as we use essential oils. Dogs and cats in particular, and I thought this was really interesting. Dogs and cats in particular have 200 to 300 million olfactory receptors. We only have 5 to 6. So you wonder why they're always sniffing. You know, you come inside and they're sniffing your leg, and they've got a very keen sense of smell. So you gotta be careful with what you diffuse. What we don't smell, they smell. So just be careful. Water-based diffuser like the Lumo, which is an essential oil diffuser, or there's the doTERRA Petal, or any diffuser that is a water-based diffuser. Most of them are. But you only want to diffuse 4 to 5 drops at a time in an open area, and make sure that your pet can leave if they desire. So due to the sensitivity, there are a few oils to avoid with pets, okay? Now, pay attention to your pets if they like something or not like something. So instead of tea tree, use geranium or arbor vitae or myrrh or cedarwood. Instead of wintergreen, use copaiba, use frankincense, or use doTERRA Aroma Touch. Instead of cassia, which is a very strong oil, use On Guard or oregano or thyme. So just kind of keep this in mind if you want to, you know, take a snapshot of this slide, so that way you know what to use and what not to use. Alrighty, so here are some oils for some different issues that animals might deal with. All right, there might be cardiovascular issues. Here's helichrysum, cypress, marjoram, copaiba. I would definitely take a screenshot of this slide, or if anybody wants any pictures of any of these slides, just let me know, and I will be sure to text them or email them to you. We've got digestive issues with dogs, especially with dogs. You know, how many times maybe they get into something that they shouldn't have. Cats are a lot better with that. They know what they can or should eat. But dogs, for some reason, just don't have that kind of control. They just, basically, they'll eat anything. I've heard dogs eating socks before. So endocrine and immune, anything with the skin. Oftentimes they might have rashes that come up. So there's lavender and frankincense and myrrh, and just a lot of wonderful oils. Musculoskeletal. Now this would probably go into some of the, I know I take care of some dogs from time to time, and one of them has got joint and hip problems. Certain dogs have got that. And here are some oils that are very good for the musculoskeletal system. You've got nervous system support, respiratory support, urinary tract support, some wonderful remedies. Now, these are 3 diffuser blends. I thought that, that you might be interested in these if you want to take some screenshots. Calming your pets, lavender, cedarwood, vetiver. And by the way, these are also good for calming humans as well. For dog anxiety, such as, you know, during thunderstorms or different things, lavender and cedarwood, very similar to the calming. And how about this? Stink, be gone. Now, how many times has your dog come in, especially after he's been in the rain or, you know, gotten wet, and they stink? So here we've got the cleansing blend, which is the Purify. We've got grapefruit, and we've got spearmint. Now, how about that? How about your dog smelling like spearmint? That would be awesome. How about worried about bugs? All kinds of buggy problems with dogs, aren't there? So here in a 4-ounce spray bottle, these are what you mix. You've got 30 drops of TerraShield, 30 drops of peppermint, 20 drops of cedarwood, and 20 drops of lemongrass. You top it with the liquid coconut oil, which is the fractionated coconut oil. You can spray it onto your hands, smooth it onto the fur. Be careful around the face, and don't forget the belly. Reapply it during the day as needed, and obviously you're going to use less for smaller dogs. Now we're talking about bugs such as ticks, such as fleas. There's all kinds of bugs that like to go on dogs. And there's a lot of other remedies that I actually have. So if you're interested, just let me know, and we will definitely get some more remedies for you. How do we get these oils into our life? Very easy. Just purchase a kit. Now what these kits do is it gives you not only all of these wonderful oils and supplements, but it also gives you a wholesale account. So from that point forward, you could purchase your oils, and everything is at wholesale price. And actually your initial purchase is a wholesale price as well. So we've got the Healthy Essentials Kit. The Healthy Essentials Kit has got, it's got 10 wonderful, wonderful oils. All right, so you've got your Deep Blue, you've got your Adaptive, which is anything neurological, you've got your On Guard, you've got your Digest Zen, you've got your Balance, you've got your, looks like somebody's coming in or somebody's going out, you've got your Tea Tree, Copaiba, Peppermint, Lavender, and Lemon. And then you've got your Healthy Habits Kit, which gives you your supplements, your Terrazyme, which is digestive enzymes, your PB Assist, which is an awesome probiotic. I take it every day. Deep Blue Rub, which is very, very good. My daughter came over yesterday wanting a Deep Blue Rub. Her legs and her back was hurting. So I gave her a good back massage, and her muscles and her legs were hurting. And Deep Blue works very good. I tried Deep Blue with the BioFreeze, and the Deep Blue won hands down. BioFreeze did not even come close to Deep Blue. And this also gives you some awesome essential oils. And we've got the Healthy Home Kit. This is somebody who is looking to detoxify their entire home. It gives you shampoo, it gives you the soap, it gives you the home cleanser, it gives you the toothpaste, it gives you a diffuser and a number of wonderful oils. And then there's the Healthy Start Kit. This is oftentimes what many people start with because it is the best for the budget. Keep in mind they are smaller bottles, but it is 10 foundational oils, and it's a wonderful kit as well as a diffuser. It gives you the Digest Zen, the oregano, the On Guard, the Breathe, the Deep Blue, the peppermint, the lemon, the lavender, the frankincense, and the tea tree. It's a very, very nice kit to start with as well. And we've got 2 brand new kits that are only going to be around for a couple more weeks, the Respond Kit and the Protect Kit. And if anybody is interested in any of those kits, you can give me a call or text me after this class, and we will talk more about these kits. But these are the best ways to not only get the oils into your home, but also to provide you with your own account so that you can purchase your oils on your own. That is the end of my slideshow. And it looks like, once again, I'm going to pause the record. I'm going to